U.S. court fixes September 21st for sentencing cyber fraudster Hushpuppi. A United States Central District Court in California has on Tuesday fixed the sentencing of Nigeria fraudster Ramon Abbas, known as Hushpuppi, to September 21st. A Premium Times report stated that the judge Otis Wright has postponed Hushpuppi's sentencing date for the second time. At the request of the counsel, the sentencing is continued to 21st September 2022 at 1:30 p.m. before Judge Otis D. Wright II. As to defendant Ramon Olorunwa Abbas, the court's announcement made June 24 read. Recall that Hushpuppi pleaded guilty in April 2021. This was according to court's document by the United States Department of Justice (DOJ) to the multi-million-dollar fraud charges filed against him by the United States government. A version of Hushpuppi's plea agreement filed in June revealed his part in a school finance scheme, as well as several other cyber and business email compromise schemes that aggregately cost more than $24 million in losses. He pleaded guilty to count 2, which is conspiracy to engage in money laundering. With such an offense, Hushpuppi risks a maximum sentence of 20 years imprisonment, among other punishments, including full restitution. His plea agreement with the U.S. government states in part. Acting United States Attorney Tracy L. Wilkinson said Hushpuppi allegedly falsified the financing of a Qatari school by playing the roles of bank officials and creating a fake website in a scheme that also bribed a foreign official to keep the elaborate pretense going after the victim was tipped off. Wilkinson stated that Hushpuppi played a significant role in the scheme, funded his luxurious lifestyle by laundering illicit proceeds generated from con artists who use increasingly sophisticated means. Hushpuppi was apprehended in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates (UAE) in June 2020 and subsequently flown to the U.S. Hushpuppi pleaded guilty to charges in July 2021 and was ordered to remain in custody pending sentencing. The sentence hearing was initially moved by Judge Wright from February 14 to July 11 and has now been moved to September 21st at the counsel's request. He has been in custody since his arrest in Dubai and rendition to the U.S. in June 2020. Hushpuppi thereafter entered into a plea bargain agreement with the United States government in July 2021 in the hope of getting a lighter punishment. Despite pleading guilty, Hushpuppi will not be exempted from paying restitution. Defendants understand that the defendant will be required to pay full restitution to victims of the offense to which the defendant is pleading guilty. The plea agreement read, defendant agrees that in return for the USAO's compliance with its obligation under this agreement, the court may order restitution to persons other than the victims of the offenses to which defendant is pleading guilty, and it amounts greater than those alleged in count to which defendant is pleading guilty. The prosecutor said the maximum penalty for the offense that Hushpuppi hopes will be reduced as his sentencing, including 20 years imprisonment, a 3-year period of supervised release, a fine of $500,000 or twice the gross gain or gross loss resulting from the offense, whichever is greatest, and a mandatory special assessment of $100. Material by Biodun Bushari. Lots of people, especially Nigerians, have been looking forward to such a day when Hushpuppi will be sentenced. It has really taken quite some time. And the most reason why many want to see how it goes is because of the involvement of the Nigerian top police officer, DCP Abba Kyari. But it appears Kyari may never show up in the United States. He's already facing drug-related charges here in Nigeria after the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency nabbed him for drug involvement. Meanwhile, all eyes on the September date of Hushpuppi planned sentence. We would be watching if his lawyers would ask for further adjustments. Already, he has pleaded guilty to the offenses he was charged for, but the U.S. court was also making attempts at bringing to justice the accomplices in the crime. His lawyers filed for plea bargain, making it easy for the judge in a case that has never been seen like that. Hushpuppi's jail term will be reduced on this new arrangement. And meanwhile, we had there is a jailbreak in Nigeria after terrorists invaded the Kuje prison in Abuja, attacked and released prisoners. A later report also said some of the released prisoners have been captured. Add your comment on the comment section of this channel. Tell us what you think about our story.